Ja gut, andererseits bei MTV Spin, heute ein großer Tag für mich, eine meiner Lieblingsbands für alle Zeiten, wird hier zumindest mit 2 Personen vertreten sein, die Red Hot Chili Peppers. Jetzt sitzt noch Flea hier, später wird dann Anthony den Sitz mit ihm wechseln. Der Grund war, die Red Hot Chili Peppers haben einen Showcase gespielt in Hamburg hier auf dem Dach eines Parkhauses. Das war eine Riesenveranstaltung. Da sehen wir nachher noch Ausschnitte draus und es gibt natürlich die neue Platte. Unfortunately, the show is in black and white, but nevertheless, compliments for your outfit. Great pants, great sweater.
Oh, well, my daughter told me, though, she would be very angry because she told me, Papa, you never mix plaid with stripes. It's the worst thing you could do.
Which is true in a sense, but which was very fashionable in punk rock times, late 70s.
Yeah, well, in the punk rock, you could mix plaid and stripes and also, you know, animal...
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Is that pants that you bought recently, or is it...
Yeah, no, I bought them. You know, I bought them recently. I don't, you know, I've never really been cool in terms of, like, being... I always am late with everything, you know? I was late with punk rock, I was late with everything. The only thing I've ever been on time with is being myself.
Which is the best thing you can do, basically.
Which is the best thing that you can do. And for everyone out there, you know, when you have to deal with a bunch of assholes at school and all the kids that are cool, the people that are cool, and they stick together and they're cool, and you feel alone and you feel sad and because they're a bunch of assholes, don't worry about it and embrace who you really are and rock your style, because inside is what counts.
That's right. And if so, well played in stripes.
What's that?
Yeah. I mean, that's for a start, a statement.
If so, you know, read Dostoevsky and sit and write philosophy all day and wear a gray burlap sack.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Now, that new record, I have to say, it saves my summer. Is it okay if I say it's a wonderful pop record?
You can say whatever you want. That's better than saying it's, you know, a terrible piece of dirt shit. So
no,
that's a nice thing to say. No, I'm happy with the record that we made. We put a lot of hard work into it, and a lot of hard work into being human beings and keeping open hearts in this universe, in this world, in this planet, in the cities that we live in the chairs and the beds and the floors. And I'm glad that you like it. You know, I feel grateful that we have an opportunity to continue to be a part of the evolution of music.
Which you have done for almost 20 years now, basically.
Yeah, we've been around for a while, just being ourselves, you know. Yeah.
Now, for a start, a flashback as far as the video goes. Title track from the last record, Californication.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up now. Zurück hier bei MTV Spin mit den Red Hot Chili Peppers, bei mir immer noch Flea. Jetzt haben wir ja schon kurz die neue Platte, by the way, angerissen.
Oh, wait, I want to say something.
Yeah?
Right now, to listen very carefully. Okay.
Did
Sorry,
that get
quiet.
through the mic? Flea hat nämlich gerade gepupst, aber...
I was hoping to do a big, loud...
Yeah, that was a lame
full,
one.
rich, full-bodied fart.
You need some veggies to enforce it.
I need something so I can speak well.
Speak well, yeah. Your very own language, then. Brought me out of concept, farting.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Been doing it for years. For years, it's, you know, in the face of many serious situations have been disrupted by the simple fart. Yes. Anyways, what were you going to say?
Back to Californication.
Yes,
because
yes.
When that record came out, a lot of people stated that it was kind of a comeback, kind of a rebirth, and it was, at least the record company said so, more successful than anybody expected. Now looking back, did anything of that, what I just said, feel the same for you? I mean, rebirth, comeback?
I was just happy to be hanging out with John again and making music again. I never really think about it like that. I mean, I'm just like living my life and flowing with nature, and things are happening the way they're happening, and I'm grateful to be playing music with people that I care about, and I'm always going to be playing music because I love to play music, you know. I mean, I don't know what the next times in my life will bring for me, but in that time I was just really happy to see John being healthy and playing guitar, and to play with him again. It was clear that we still created something beautiful when we started playing together, you know, and I was happy about that. In terms of the way that I think other people might think more in terms of sales and, you know, and how these things work. And yeah, it's great to sell a lot of records, you know. But I don't usually, in retrospect, I more think about it like, oh, we had a big hit and we sold a lot of records and that's nice. But in the moment, I really am just thinking about what's happening in that moment, like the emotional content of the moment and how to use it to its highest place.
Now that you come up with John, is it that the Red Hot Chili Peppers are a lot more fun if the quality and the atmosphere in the band is right, more than anything else?
Yeah, I mean, the quality...
Because, I mean, it took just 3 weeks to record Californication.
Yeah, well, the atmosphere and the friendship of who we are, of course, makes it much more pleasant, you know, and us being able, when we can relate to each other in an honest and loving way, it becomes a more pleasant situation. But it's also just the willingness to work all the time, to get together and play and play and play and play. That's the thing, like with John Frusciante, when we get together, we just jam for hours for nothing. Like, I mean, we don't just get together for a purpose to make a record or to write a song or to make a video or things like that. We get together and we just play. And we'll play for 3 hours and it'll be the greatest music we've ever played and it just disappears into the air forever, you know? And it's just that we keep playing like that in order to keep ourselves in this sort of high place of creativity where music is coming and constantly, we're just living in a place where that music is coming. So when it's time for us to need to write a song, you know, that we're just there and we just do it, you know. So it's really a matter of having a collective desire and ability to want to play for long periods of time, all the time, you know, and being able to meet in that place gives birth to a lot of good music.
The spiritual thing in the Red Hot Chili Peppers has grown bigger and bigger since the start. I mean, it's a very spiritual record, the new one, and the last one has also been.
Yeah, I think, you know, spirituality has always played a giant part of who we are. I just don't think we were always as aware of it or as developed our sense of how to nurture it and to invite it as much. But it's always been a part. I mean, anything that is motivated by the spirit of just wanting to create something as beautiful as you can, you know, that's a spiritual enterprise in itself. But I think as time goes by, you know, you learn how to go inside of yourself. When you practice, you know, you learn to go inside and you learn to nurture the source of the beauty of things.
Now, as we spoke about the past, there's a video from the past, 89, circa, Knock Me Down. Alex Winter.
Alex Winter's in that. He's got curly hair, and he was in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and he's a funny little guy, you know. Yeah, I know, because he's little like me, so we have a little...
And like me.
Thing. Yeah, us little guys got to stick together, you know.
That's right.
We should get Iggy Pop over here. He's little, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of the greatest little guy, Iggy Pop.
I think so, too.
I think that Iggy Pop is the king of all rock.
I agree, absolutely.
Excellent.
Well, a few little persons knocked me down, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Ja, jetzt ist der Flea schon weg, das ging ganz zackig und wir sind zurück bei MTV Spin mit Anthony von den Red Hot Chili Peppers und by the way, die neue Platte, wie gesagt, jetzt gibt's auch gleich den Clip, den Titelsong zu sehen. Now, Anthony, when Flea was here, I was raving about the new record, as it would save my summer, because it's a 1001 wonderful melodies. I think you had fun singing on this record.
Some days it was fun, other days it was disastrous.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
How come?
Frustration and aggravation and overload and insecurity and, you know, breaking up with girlfriends and too much traffic in the city getting between my house and the studio. And then other days it was just fun.
It's amazing how also John's input was on the singing melodies. Like you had
Harmonies.
Harmonies, yeah. So it was not on a level like that ever before on any other record. So there's definitely some more input of him.
Yeah, well, we needed that. It was time to add something to what we've been doing. It was probably the only thing that we actually talked about before we started writing songs. You know, we never have discussions. We just go in and shut up and play. But I remember saying to John, can we make better use of your voice this time around? He's got a great voice.
Of course, yeah.
And it would be a real waste and a shame to not make full use of it. And he loves learning new things, so he went off and became this really studious student of harmony and listened to all the great harmony records and kind of figured out how he could build these harmonies, based on melodies that I was singing, which were based on chords that he was playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I very much liked his solo record, so I'm pleased that...
I hear that.
Oh. So, new videos coming up, by the way. Who has done it? Who directed it?
Jonathan and Valerie, a.k.a. Dayton and Ferris.
The ones who did the last 3 months also for Californication?
Yes,
and Road Trippin'?
those very ones. Road Trippin', Californication, Other Side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ah, great. So it seems that you have found your guys to make videos.
Well, we like them, we love them, we trust them, we admire them, we fondle them, we work with them.
Now, as far as an artistic statement goes, I've heard that the cover is done by Julian Schnabel.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that
You think that's
connection
just hearsay? It's true.
Yeah, I believe it's
Okay.
true, yeah. How did that connection come?
Well, he's the father-in-law of this band.
The father-in-law
Yeah.
of the whole band.
Well, mainly of John, actually,
Oh,
but us by proxy.
of course.
John is in love with his daughter, Stella. Very sweet girl. A very interesting lass. And he came to us and he said, I'm going to do your album cover. We said, okay.
What did you use?
And he said, if you don't like it, you don't have to use it, but you're going to like it. We said, okay. And
So you liked his stuff before also?
I wasn't that familiar with his paintings.
Mm-hmm.
I know he starts to make good movies now.
Yeah?
And it's my favorite album cover that we've ever had. So he did a great job, and he was very generous and very enthusiastic. And we would send him early copies of the songs so that he could listen to them while he was painting.
Oh, right.
And I'd call him up to check on the painting, to see how it was going. And all he would do is sing to me the songs, quite well actually. Like, he knew all the words, he knew the melodies, he sang in tune,
Wow.
he had rhythm. And he fell in love with the music, and I think he had fun doing the paintings. I love the cover. It means a lot to me. Yeah, have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, that's why I say... I have to say that the show is recorded on, which is today, the 8th of June, and it's aired on July 15, when the record is already out. So people might wonder why I don't know the record cover.
Right.
That's why.
That's the funny thing about television, time and space. It's very tricky.
Yeah, it's Back to the Future, full on.
Yeah.
Also nur als Erklärung, ihr werdet euch wahrscheinlich denken, Moment mal, die Platte ist draußen und der Kafka ist sich nicht sicher, ob Julian Schnabel das Cover gemacht hat und hat das Cover noch nicht gesehen. Es ist nämlich 5 Wochen vor Release, oder 4 Wochen, 4 Wochen sind's. Und ich habe das Cover noch nicht gesehen. So sieht's aus. Deswegen haben wir jetzt so ein bisschen drüber gesprochen, ohne dass ich Näheres wusste. Aber ihr wisst jetzt Näheres. Und der Clip kommt trotzdem. By the way, die Red Hot Chili Peppers. Also, zurück hier mit Anthony von den Red Hot Chili Peppers. Und jetzt hat er vorher angedeutet, so, dass es nicht nur fröhliche Tage gab, als diese Platte eingesungen wurde und vermutlich auch, als die Texte dafür geschrieben wurden. Now, you pointed out before that there weren't just happy days with recording this record. And, of course, not just happy days when you wrote the lyrics. Nevertheless, you speak about love a lot on a record. Sometimes very thoughtful and reflective, sometimes very positive. Was writing these lyrics for this record, was that kind of a breakup cure, in a sense? No?
Well, no, I felt a lot of love, during the writing of this record, just with life in general. Just felt connected, felt alive and inspired, and just happy to be looking at the sky, to be riding my motorcycle, to be swimming in the ocean, to be spending time with my friends. I was madly and deeply and wonderfully in love with my girlfriend, waking up every morning just so happy to have her in my arms and make a pot of tea, and I had a dog in a backyard, and, just a lot of, I was happy just to be myself, And then, of course, you know, the relationship didn't work out, so we did break up, but I was already sort of finished writing most of the lyrics, but I got to sing them with the joy of sadness from the breakup, you know, which is a good thing. You know, kind of, I got the best of both worlds. I got to write all of these lyrics while I was in love with her, and then I got to sing them during the sort of, the torture of breaking up with someone. But
No.
I appreciate that, you know, it was to the benefit of the record.
I mean, your singing is so self-confident on this record. It sounds like, I don't know, maybe you recorded parts of the vocals in the shower because it's just so natural.
I wish I could have, because I sing better in the shower. These were all in a bedroom. You know, we set up camp to record vocals at the Chateau Marmont, a hotel on Sunset Boulevard. So I was kind of comfortable. I decorated the room with my art collection. And, you know, it ended up sounding, you know, confident, but there's a lot of struggling in there.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well.
we didn't leave those parts in.
Now, sometimes it's a cliche, sometimes it's true, but a lot of great art is created in a state of depression or sadness, whatever. Would you say that this could be true in a little sense for you personally?
Sure. I mean, I have my fair share of depression, but I have more than my fair share of euphoria, you know? It's kind of good to have a little, a dynamic of the two, you know? If I was euphoric all the time, it would get boring and I'd have no dynamics in my heart meter. So, you know, it's nice to feel it all. I think being present to experience whatever it is that you're going through in your life is the important thing, you know, whether it's a breakup or whether it's a struggle or whether it's, you know, just growing pains in general. Just to be there for it is nice.
I have one question and I want to save it for after the next video. One I always wanted to ask you. Hold on a second. Jetzt gibt es erst ein Video und weil wir gerade über diese Sachen gesprochen haben, drängt sich jetzt eine Frage für mich auf. Werdet ihr gleich merken, welche.
We'll both be here waiting for you.
Leider schon ein letztes Mal zurück hier mit Anthony von den Red Hot Chili Peppers. Jetzt habe ich gesagt, eine Frage brennt mir schon seit langem auf dem Herzen. Manchmal war die angebracht, manchmal war sie nicht so angebracht. Letzten Endes habe ich sie nie gestellt. Und nachdem ja Flea schon vorher hier war und über seine Tochter gesprochen hat und bei Anthony jetzt auch viel von Liebe die Rede war, muss es jetzt ganz klar eine Frage geben. Now the question is, since Flea was here before, and he had like this shining light in his eyes when he spoke about his daughter, and now you talked about love and the things that that make you go in life. And I was just wondering, for all the past years, what would Anthony Kiedis be like as a father?
Well, whether I'm a father or not, I love relating to kids. I love hanging out with kids. I love friendships with kids. I love taking care of kids. I like drawing with kids, you know, going to the beach with kids. My sister has 2 kids, which I love. My friend Lewis has 2 kids, which I love. I'm friends with Clara. So, yeah, it's a dream of mine to become a father, you know, within the next 10 minutes, hopefully. But I don't know, you never know till you're there. I mean, it's a big responsibility. I think it's a life-changing scenario, but it's one of those things that you have no idea what it's like until it happens.
But you don't panic that it's getting too late for becoming a father?
Do I look panicked?
No, not at all.
Well, all right then.
Was ihr nicht seht, Plattenfirma steht im Raum und wir haben, glaube ich, keine Zeit mehr. Stimmt's?
Stimmt.
Ja, also letzte Frage. Wir müssen noch ein paar Sachen klären natürlich. Jetzt gab es ja dieses Konzert auf dem Parkhausdach und Sie spielen ja auch noch 2 Festivals hier in Deutschland jetzt im Sommer. Die Frage ist natürlich schon so, wann gibt es denn dann wieder mehr zu sehen? Now since it must be the last question, there's an obvious one. You played this show here yesterday and you're going to play 2 festivals. Is there plans, nevertheless, to come back on a tour?
I'm sure there are. I just don't know what it is. We have plans to be touring on and off all summer long. We're going to go to Japan, we're going to come home, we're going to go to New York, we're going to play in a park, we're going to come home, we're going to go to New Zealand, Australia, South America, Central America. We're all over the map. And eventually, of course, we'll come back to Europe and Germany, probably in the winter.
Okay, in the winter.
Yeah, in the beautiful winter of Germany.
Let's see, maybe we don't make it up till that point, but when the next record is out in 2-3 years, we can both bring our kids then.
Are you planning on becoming a father?
As much as you do.
You're open to it?
Yeah, very much so.
You feel it? You have the urge?
Yes.
It's the last wild frontier for us. It's the one thing we haven't done.
That's true, I mean, absolutely.
We did all the other stuff, it's finished. Let's move on to new territory. I wish you luck.
I wish you luck.
Okay, brother.
Thank you very much. Ein letztes Stück, die Red Hot Chili Peppers, live vom Parkhausdach in Hamburg. Danke für die Aufmerksamkeit. Auf Wiedersehen. Danke.
What you got to give it to your mama? What you got to give it to your papa? What I got you gotta give it to your doctor. Do a little ducking and you drink a little water. What I got you gotta get it, put it in you. What I got you gotta get it, put it in you. What I got you gotta get it, put it in you. Reeling with the feeling, don't stop, continue. Realize that I wanna be a miser. Confide, destroy, be the wiser. Young blood is the loving of a riser. How come everybody wanna keep it like the Kaiser? Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. I can't tell, I'm a keeping on the bump up. Get a little bit, a little seed of distress. Give your more to receive your less. On a best by material excess. Love is free, love me, say hell yes. Blow my, but I rock a little know-how. No time for the piggies or the woo sky. Get it marked, get it down with the power. Never been a bit of time, then right now. Bob Marley, poet and a prophet. Bob Marley, trumpet hot to off it. Bob Marley, walking like a talking. Goodness me, and you see I'm gonna cough it. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Oh yeah. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away.